Alright, here we go, guys. This is it. This is the week that I thought that's gonna happen. This is it. This is the week that I thought was going to happen, and it started right away during my tutorials this morning. So, we're gonna break it right now. Hi, everybody, it's the Retro Yuki once again. If you're new to my channel, normally our main YouTube channel is set for like Moodybot tutorials, Discord tutorials, and all that. But for one day only, we're going to be covering a breaking story that just came out during my tutorial this morning about Nintendo. And we are only just 6 days away, 4 days away now, from our first day of E3 coverage. And it looks like we're going to get started early. And let's go ahead right away, take a look at this article by, by our new boy, Segment Next. And the article reads, this Mario Kart Pikmin trademarks renewed just before E3 2021. But before we go into this article, we do need to go into the context for this story. And the context is coming from Gamer Revolution and a prediction article by Jason. And I talked about this article in my original statement when I started the first video for the gaming channel, that we're gonna have predictions for Switch Pro, Breath of the Wild 2, and Metroid Prime 4. And one of the predictions Jason sent to us is going to be this one right here, the Mario Kart 9. And he originally said in this article, oddly, the Nintendo Switch still hasn't received its own exclusive Mario Kart game. Despite Mario Kart 8 Deluxe being one of the system's best sellers, it's almost assured that Mario Kart is in development, though no details have leaked. This is this kind of announcement Nintendo is famous for, and will be great to cap up its E3 show. So, this article just mentions that it's in development now. It looks like something just came down from our boys at Segment Next. So, we're going to break this article down together so that we can read on the trademarks. And it's been renewed. So this means something's up, guys. Something is really up here. Are we about to break the bread when it comes to Mario Kart 9 news at E3 2021? Remember, guys, the presentation is going to be on Tuesday, June the 15th. So this is it. This is what we're waiting for. So June 7, 2021. This article is by Saqib Mansour, and we're gonna read it, and then we're gonna discuss. So Nintendo is already rumored to be working on a new new Mario Kart 9 and Pikmin 4 for the Nintendo Switch. These rumors have just gained more strength, as we mentioned in the Gamer Revolution article by Jason. So, the Japanese company was discovered earlier today to have renewed trademarks for both Mario Kart and Pikmin, and that too just before the press briefing at the E3 this coming next week. So Mario Kart 8 has been selling well. Now Mario Kart 9 has been rumored to be in development for months, and now that the license or the trademark has been renewed, we know that we can finally say that something's up, something's in development. Okay. The game has been said to be taking a different approach by crossing over into multiple Nintendo franchises for Mario Kart 9. So, and here's what we got here. Mario Kart has previously featured guest characters like Mario Kart 8 did with Link from Legend of Zelda, but only as post-release expansions. Mario Kart 9 might possibly go for the start. Now, what happens with Mario Kart 9 so? What do I think if Mario Kart 9 gets announced? I think it's going to be a momentum booster. Now, will they win E3? We'll see. Because remember, we still have Microsoft and Sony. Actually, Microsoft, because Sony's not there. So now, we have this. So Mario Kart, this new paragraph. Within the same vein, a new Pikmin 4 has also been rumored to be in development. The game was reportedly never a priority within Nintendo, and the reason for it is to development cycle, which apparently has taken nearly 4 years. Pikmin 4 by all means should hence be seen the light of day. This is it. This is it. Pikmin 4. Possible E3 announcement. Incidentally, however, a couple months back before developer Niantic for Pokemon Go announced a new partnership with Nintendo for an augmented reality game based on the new Pikmin franchise. Oh, now are we gonna we're about to get some things about to go down, guys. I have a good feeling. Stuff is about to go down, and it might go down as soon as this week because now we have this article with Pikmin and Mario Kart getting their fronts of their trademarks renewed. You know when that happens, stuff happens. What kind of stuff? We're about to find out. Here is the next paragraph. They say, it hence does seem that Nintendo is preparing to announce Mario Kart 9 and Pikmin 4 at E3 2021, which takes place during the Nintendo Direct presentation on June 15 on Tuesday. Nintendo will presumably be using Mario Kart 9 and Pikmin 4 to showcase the capabilities of its Nintendo Switch Pro console. Oh, another one. Remember this one? Everybody's been rumoring that the Nintendo Switch Pro is coming, and you know what? Now that we have this trademark renewal, I think now I'm gonna up my chances of the Nintendo Switch Pro console. Okay. Also, the new model will reportedly have a larger OLED screen to 4K output alongside a new dock. The Nintendo Switch Pro has been said to be launching around September October before the holiday season. By that account, Mario Kart 9 and Pikmin 4 might be released in the same window. So this article, I really think now that we have this one, then we have the one from Jason and Gamer Revolution. I really think Nintendo is going to pull off an upset. Now, would they have pull off an upset to win E3? Maybe not, because we still have Microsoft. And remember, Microsoft and Sony, Microsoft is going to be kind of in play here because they don't have Sony this year. Sony is not at E3 2021, as I reported in a different article for a different video for the channel. As you guys can see here, there's no Sony this time. So, what does this mean and what do I think? So let me tell you guys about this part. I was trying to research the trademark for Mario Kart 9. So let's take a look at that right away. Okay, Mario Kart 9. This is extremely weird, big news here. Possibly. The Mario Kart trademark. Because when I saw this morning during the tutorial, I was like, you know what? I gotta start talking about this. So let's see. But remember, oh, here we go. Let's see. Oh no, that's a theme park in San Francisco. This is the only article that's reporting on it at this point. The segmentnext.com. So we have to see what that means for us. And let's take a look at this article on March 31st, 2021. We know it's been a month old, but you never know what they have. So let's take a look at the Mario Kart 9 news. This is by Distractify, and by Sarah Bleacher, March 31st, 2021 article. So let's take a look at what we have here. So what we know so far. When is the release date? So while Nintendo has yet to confirm one, for Mario Kart 9, players are expecting its release sometime this year. It's been almost 7 years since Mario Kart 8 hit consoles. Here's another thing. 7 years. That's a long time for a game to have no to have no input. 7 years. That's long. And you know what? I think it's time. Enough information has been leaked, all but confirms the upcoming release of the Nintendo Switch Pro, an updated console with better graphics, battery power, and 4K capabilities. Right now, the new console is estimated to launch in the holiday season. If there is a new console being released this year, we can be expecting Mario Kart 9. Okay, what else we know? Spoilers. Let's see. Retro stuff. Retro tracks might be a thing here as well. You never know what we're gonna have here for Mario Kart 9 because anything is possible. Okay, so what do I think, and what are my predictions the same? My predictions are still the same actually. From my original video I recorded for the channel, for the gaming channel, gaming news. So here was my predictions. I'm gonna go to repeat them again. Now, Nintendo Switch Pro, I think there's gonna be like a build up. So let's say, for example, let me go ahead and full screen myself. So, oops, yeah, here we go. Right, here we go. So I would say if they're going to be smart here, build up to the Nintendo Switch Pro. Hey there, welcome back. How are you? A little breaking news today for the Nintendo people. That's why I'm live again, because I'm starting that new gaming channel for the news, and it's here. So I was talking about how the article went into like the renewal of trademarks, and I'm about to showcase what I think should happen at the presentation on June 15. Here's my prediction. I think they're gonna have like a build up. So when Sony did their presentation for the PS5, they had a build up in a way. So they started showing the pieces of the console. Thanks, bud. From the controllers to the accessories. So they built it up in a way at the end they released the full console and the price. Will Nintendo Switch do the same? I mean, I should say, will Nintendo do the same with their Switch or Pro? Will they show off the OLED screen? The controllers mostly the same, or the games enhanced with the new material? I mean, not the new material, but the new screen. So I think it's that time where they're gonna start thinking about it, because once we get into possibly Wednesday, the news is going to start ramping up in a way that is going to be more and more, because I already predict by Wednesday we're gonna know more things. But for the sake of the article, let's say that my predictions are correct, or are not predictions are correct, but my predictions stay the same. So let's go back to the article. So that is the one from Jason on Gamer Revolution for the predictions. And here's the Nintendo Switch Pro. I really think it's gonna happen. I'm gonna say 80% though. I'm not going to 100. I'm not going to 100 because it's a little bit off. But I'm gonna say yes. Nintendo Switch Pro is imminent because of all the hype up now. Breath of the Wild 2, I really think they're gonna showcase something. So yes. Zelda 35th anniversary. I would still say yeah. They're gonna show that off. Metroid Prime 4, I don't think so. I think it's too early. Donkey Kong. I think it's going to happen, but I'm gonna give it a 25% chance. I really think they're gonna focus on their first party. I mean, no, they're excuse me. I think Donkey Kong is first party, but They're going to focus on more on their anniversary stuff. Mario Kart 9. Now with this article here, I'm gonna up it 50% that they're gonna showcase something of Mario Kart. Because now that we have that article, I think it makes sense now that Nintendo is going to bring it. And when they bring it, it has to be with a bang. By a bang, I mean they're gonna drop it. Like drop it where nobody knows that it's coming. That's how they approach it with the Nintendo Switch Pro. Because I really think Mario Kart 9 is like imminent. Like seriously imminent. Tomodachi, maybe, sure. Xenoblade Chronicles, yeah, that's gonna be in there. I really think so. Fire Emblem would think about it, maybe. This one is my like the I think this is more like a Golden Grail. Holy Grail announcements. Although I'm really more on the Switch Pro, this is a Holy Grail #2. If you watch Fate Grand Order, the Holy Grail War, if there was a Holy Grail War with announcements, this is #2. The Holy Grail announcement for the win is the Switch Pro. If they announce that, they have a chance to win E3 2021 this year. What are the chances of winning E3 2021 now that we have this announcement? 45%. First of all, you don't have Sony this year. At least from what I heard. At least from what I've been reading. Because if Sony was to be in E3 this year, we could have been at a different story. Because if Sony went to E3, like there's no special event outside, I really think Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft would go at each other for winning E3. Bethesda is like a supporter of Microsoft because the way they handled their stuff recently has been very bad, especially with Fallout 76. That debacle did not help. Therefore, they lost E3 2 years ago. Remember that E3 was canceled last year because of the pandemic, and this year it's all virtual. So, with that being said, what else could we see now that we have that news? There's another thing that I was watching this morning from SpawnWave. SpawnWave is reporting exactly the same thing I'm talking about. The Xenoblade, the Mario Kart 9, Donkey Kong, Metroid Prime 4. Metroid Prime 4. I think he said no. I forgot what he said, but I think he said no for Metroid Prime 4 on E3. The Zelda 35th collection, I think he said yeah. The Breath of the Wild 2, he said yeah. And the Nintendo Switch Pro, he said no. He actually said no. And here's the reason he gave. They're not going to focus on the hardware. They're not going to focus on the hardware. That's according to SpawnWave. But remember, both of us are different opinions, so that's okay. He has his own, I have my own. I really think though it's going to happen, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see, because now that we have that article, it's going to get really, 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 really wild in the next couple of days. What happens with now that Nintendo has this? What can Microsoft counter with? That's my other thinking point. Also, Mother 3 would not be in there. There's no Earthbound. So we'll see. Okay? So with that said, what do you guys think? Do you guys really think Mario Kart 9 is coming? Because in my humble opinion, I think so. I really think so. Now that we talked about this article. This one right here. The one from from Saqib Mansour. I really think we got something here. And then remember, this broke an hour ago, so you never know. Now there is one other story I do want to highlight. Let me go ahead and take a look at that. Read that for you. So I showed you guys this one a few minutes ago. What kind of hard? Oh yeah, sure. So what they said was supposed to be a 4K resolution. They said OLED screen. Let me actually show you that article so that I can make sure that I'm reporting the right thing here. So here's the article from Polygon for the schedule. Where is that article? Oh wait, that's why. That's why. Looking for the rumors. Hold on one moment. I know it's like OLED screen and stuff. Oh yeah, I saw that article. There we go. Here we go. This one. So this is where we got all the Switch Pro hardware stuff. Here we go. This is the article that started the whole thing, and it's supposed to be. Let me see where it was at. Here we go. There we go. Here we go. Switch Pro information reportedly data mined includes all LED screen and 4K support. So I think it's coming up. Like it's there. So OLED screen, 4K, and something about Nvidia. Yeah, Nvidia, and all that good stuff. So yeah, this is it. That is the week we've been waiting for, guys. So let me put it this way. Uh, let me put it this way. I'm gonna be surprised. Well, I'll be surprised anyway. But at least 4 of those predictions by Jason will be in. I think if you were going to play the over/under game with like the over/under for NBA, if I said that the number is 3 and the 3 stands for how many rumors that are going to be true, I'm gonna take the over, and here's why. Nintendo has a track record of like good announcements, especially at the end. Now, will we see the other games be in play? Yeah, of course. Of course we're gonna see other games in play. But in terms of like major announcements, the Switch Pro, the Mario Kart, the Breath of the Wild, if I'm gonna say 3 is a number for the over/under, I'm gonna take the over in that case because I really think there's gonna be more than 3 announcements that are gonna be true. Now, if I was gonna do the same thing for like Microsoft and Bethesda, oh, I'm gonna take the under on that one. I'll take the over for Nintendo. Over or under 3 for announcements that are gonna be true or predictions that are gonna be good. Now remember, predictions are not lies. Predictions are just predictions. So you never know what they're going to come up with. You never know. They might be right. You never know. There have been predictions in the past that have been correct. And you never know. So if you're right, if we're all right, we're good. We Gucci. But again, with all these articles coming out, you never know. I'm going to say this though. If we get what we want, oh boy, it's going to be nice for Nintendo this year. Will they win E3? No, and here's why. I still think it's going to be Microsoft winning E3, and only because of the way that Microsoft has been. except for one thing. I think they've been a little bit in trouble with DRM material. So we're gonna have to watch out for that because right now I really think Microsoft can win E3, but Nintendo is going to be getting a very close second. I really think so. Sony's not there. You never know though. State of play counts. So state of play. If they do state of play, they might pull off an upset. Let me actually see this before I call it and put this up on my new channel. Let's see. Oh no, wait, that's May 27. Because the last things they showed us was the Horizon Forbidden West and the PlayStation stuff for PS5. Oh, here's Games Radar. Hold on, breaking Games Radar. What do I expect from State of Play this year? Horizon Forbidden West, I think so. PlayStation 5 VR, yeah. Naughty Dog with Last of Us 2, Gran Turismo 7, and all that good stuff. So that's for State of Play. I'll talk about this article when I do Sony, the Sony video, because I want to make sure we stay on topic with Nintendo. But that is something to look forward to, especially now. Okay. So right away, E3 week is off to a breaking start. Or should I say, racing start, if you know what I mean with Mario Kart. It's also off to a, should I say, Pikmin start with this article. But remember, in a race, you speed up, and then there could be a road bump. This right here, this article, is the speed up. It's the booster. What will we see at E3? Will it be a booster or will it be a speed bump? Uh-huh. Ooh. Ooh, that's gonna be fun. Doing this video game news stuff is fun. Especially if we have the gaming channel up. So for now, I'm going to call it there so I can start putting this up on the gaming channel, gaming news channel. And I'll probably go live again for another prediction. This time, I'm not going to use an article. I'm going to go from my own intuition, starting with the next video. So if you guys are on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, we're going to be transitioning for video game news into the new channel this afternoon. We're going to go over my predictions and particularly my predictions for E3 for the companies. Okay, I'm going to keep it 100 though. I'm going to keep it 100. I'm not going to be like biased against any company just because I love them. So I have a PS3. I have a PS4. I have phone. I have what's this thing? I play GameCube games. However, on my gaming channel, I cannot be biased. Okay, so no bias here. Okay, that's a goal. I cannot be biased on my new channel. Also, I have to report what I see. Like in the article. Now, the only exception is I have an opinion, because we all have opinions, and it is to be respected. The next rule I have, when you guys are, we're gonna do live streams on that channel. I'm basically rebranding a channel I don't use anymore. I'm not gonna make a new channel just because. I'm gonna rebrand a channel that I don't use, so that I don't have to start from scratch again. Okay, technically I am, but let me actually show you something before we start that new channel or the rebranding. Let me show you my YouTube stuff. So right now we are live on my main channel. Technically, this is not supposed to be for gaming, but for today only, and because the news broke during the tutorial this morning, I had to bring it. I had to give you something. But let me show you some other channels that I've been working on that I don't use as much. That Retro Yuki live channel is a big candidate. The Retro Yuki Plays channel is another candidate, except it has 15 subscribers. Let me show you something else. Something I don't usually show up on the live streams. Yuki Tales was supposed to be a channel for the Tales series. I'm not gonna use that again because the Tales news takes so long to break, because they're not like Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft, where they're bringing out games every 2 months. So that's why I'm going to put candidate Yuki Tales for the new gaming news channel. Retro Yuki's Classroom, it has no subscribers. Originally though, the idea was to teach you guys how to build a YouTube channel. That thing is still in play, but not at this point, just because of the E3 news. Retro Yuki Game Dev is no longer up for candidate only because of 65 subscribers. Originally, this channel was supposed to be for me developing games with RPG Maker MV. I took a break from that because of, you guessed it, game streaming. Retro Yuki's Teachings is a candidate, except, but it does have 7 subscribers. This channel was supposed to be for streaming talks, talking about how to improve your streaming. Retro Yuki Plays is a candidate only because it's a gaming channel. Infinite Zone is not a candidate though. The reason why is because for that channel, I do content just like I do here, except that channel has a voice mod, and that's a very specific voice mod. Therefore, not a candidate. Lake Show Talks is not a candidate because of one thing. It was supposed to be a channel for Lakers, like LA Lakers, the basketball team. So originally that was to be the plan. I'm gonna keep it up. I'm not going to rebrand that. So this one is supposed to be for Project Yuki. Project Yuki is a game mod of Super Mario World that I'm planning to release soon. This is not up for rebrand. So let's see Retro Yuki's Classroom. I think this is a good candidate. Although it's not going to be a classroom, it's more of a channel. By the way, the new channel will be called Retro Yuki News, starting now. Because here's what happens. Here was supposed to be happening for this channel. We're supposed to start with how to start like becoming streamers. So if you're brand new to game streaming, this was supposed to be your channel. Unfortunately, I decided not to continue it because of the way that I did my YouTube. So it's going to be a no. But I can start to rebrand this for our gaming news channel. So this one is perfect. Let's actually do that right now live for you guys. Now I think I made it okay to live stream here, only because I have done videos here. So let's go ahead and rebrand this right now for you live. Well, no. Will there be a Facebook page for Retro Yuki News? No, and here's why. I don't want to start making new pages again. The only reason why I have a Blazing Silver page was for Call of Duty Cold War. But I'm going to call it off, that experiment. So, let's take a look at what we can put here. I'm going to remove the content here because we don't need that. We don't need this and this and this because we're going to make it a gaming news channel. So right now you're watching me rebrand live at this point. So we don't need this, it's okay. What we will need is our videos. And I actually have one. I have a few videos already lined up and ready to be uploaded. Like from yesterday. Did you know, to get started with this channel, I actually recorded like four videos already. One of them is Nintendo. The other one is Sony. The other one is Sega. Sega is going to be at E3. So we have to see. Come on, this thing takes too long. Come on, come on, come on. So I will tell you now, this is going to be a very interesting week. So let's rebrand this live for you guys so that I can show you what I've been working on. Where is that tab? Here we go. So we're gonna call this Retro Yuki News officially. And I'm gonna call it alright. Should I put it all together? I think so. Oh, excuse me. Retro Yuki News. And we're gonna say for the description, Retro Yuki News focuses on articles, focus on video game news based on articles written by several sources that I believe it's who? Oops. Sources that report on video game news and events, including E3. What else do they have? State of Play. That is for Sony, PS4, PlayStation. TGS. For those of you who do not know what TGS is, that's Tokyo Game Show. They have an event. Although the time that they do it is when I go to sleep. Because in Japan it's already, I believe it's like at night right now. Tokyo Game Show and many others. We also will have live discussions on said events and articles throughout the year of gaming, leading up to E3 the following year. So that's the description. I don't have any other social media links for this one yet. I'm thinking of a Facebook page, but I don't want to push it. Especially with Twitter, I don't want to push that either. So, so here's the description. Retro Yuki News focuses on video game news based on articles written by several sources that report on video game news and events, including E3 State of Play, TGS, and many others. We will also have live discussions on said events and articles throughout the year leading up to E3 the following year. So, E3 this year is on Saturday, starting Saturday. E3 will end Tuesday with Nintendo and Bandai Namco. So when Tuesday is over, when next Tuesday is over, a new cycle begins for video games because of the way that I talked about it. Okay. Also in the description for Retro Yuki News, we're gonna say articles will be coming from sources like Games Radar, Gamer Universe, which I showed you a little bit. I think that's Space, IGN, and many other reliable sources. Articles I keep spelling this word wrong. Articles will also be broken down in a discussion in depth to give the context and information in a reliable fashion. I will also voice my opinions on said topics in a non-biased way. This means, for example, I cannot just say I like Sony just because I have PS4, or I cannot say I love Nintendo just because I have a Nintendo Switch, or I cannot say I like Xbox just because I have an Xbox 360. Same thing with E3 week. I cannot just say Nintendo wins because of the Nintendo Switch Pro, or like Xbox wins because of Starfall, or let's say Sony wins in State of Play via State of Play because they announced God of War. I cannot just say those things just because I like certain games. I have to go with the article, my opinion, and whatever sources that are available to us. So like for the E3, for the Nintendo stuff, we got to see the article by Segment Next by Sabib Mansour, and we got to see the article by Gamer Revolution with Jason. So whatever I see online, I report whatever is there. I just talk about whatever is there. If I have an opinion, I will have my opinion. Okay? Everybody's opinion is safe. Not safe, but everybody has opinion, and you have to respect everyone's opinion. That's how the new channel will work. By the way, we're gonna start hammering. Whoops, here we go. I'm gonna start hammering down on like the articles. Like we're gonna start hammering it. we're gonna start putting up videos again. I mean, not again, but we're gonna start putting up videos a lot now because of the E3 week. Here we go. Now, what happens for next week? I'm gonna have a schedule for like the channels, but I'm gonna warn you guys. When it comes to gaming news, I think there's gonna be a lot more content on the gaming news channel than there was on the other channels. Okay, let's go ahead and continue our rebranding here. So we said Retroyuki Folk News focuses on video game news based on articles written by several sources that report on video game news and events, including E3, State of Play from Sony, DGS, and many others. We also will have live discussions on said events and articles throughout the year. Throughout the year of gaming, leading up to E3 the following year. Articles will be coming from sources like Games Radar, Gamer Universe, IGN, and many others. Game Informer, I think, is a good source. Articles will also be broken down in depth to give context and information in a reliable fashion. I will also voice my opinions on said topics in a non-biased way. Although, and then the next paragraph will be something of the lines of during live discussions, let's say viewers will be able to chat with us, with me on their opinions, as well as voice. No, wait, let me rephrase this. I'm gonna rephrase this in a good way. During live discussions, viewers will be able to ask questions, voice their opinions, and showcase their love for video games throughout the session. I will answer as many questions as possible based on my knowledge. Oops, wrong spelling. Based on my knowledge of said topic. Okay? If needed, an extended discussion after said video will be enforced to answer more. So let's say that during the live session, the original live session, I did not get to your question. If it's required, or if I feel that you have a lot of questions for me during that live session, and I was not able to answer it for some reason, I will be able to give you an extended discussion of that material. For example, let's say that I wanted to do a question about Nintendo, particularly speaking. Let's say that the question was, what does it mean for the trademarks to be renewed? And what does it mean for Mario Kart 9 and Pikmin 4? If my answer was not cut, if I had to cut off the stream for some reason, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have an extended live stream after the live stream to be able to give you guys my full answer. Because for an event stream like E3, we only have a time limit of whatever the event is. So when the event is over, I will extend the discussion to another stream. So for example, my schedule for this week in terms of like live streams for E3 don't are like this. So we have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Technically, we're starting Thursday, and here's why. I know I have a live stream for you guys on Thursday. I'm only going to cancel that because I'm going. No, you know what? Cut that off. Wednesday, no more live streams of video games on Wednesday. Here's why. The only reason why I'm saying Wednesday, with E3 on Saturday, I think starting Wednesday, we're going to start getting news. A lot of news about the Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, Bethesda, Sega, Square Enix. We're going to start to get into the nitty gritty of E3 week. I could start E3 coverage as soon as tomorrow, to be honest. Because with Nintendo dropping, with this article dropping today, I might start E3 coverage as soon as tomorrow. Because I want to start kicking it off. For this, especially with this new channel. So, that's what's in store. Okay, let's go ahead and continue here. I think that's a good description for the new channel here. I'm not going to add a link yet because I'm not sure if I'm going to have like a Facebook. The only Facebook I'm going to have is the Retro Yuki page, particularly for live streams. Let me show you guys. That's not, here we go. So here's my live streaming page on Facebook. And we're actually, ironically, live on Facebook too. We're live right now. So that is my page for the Facebook live streaming. So if you guys are interested, follow the page if you guys like. So this is when it was breaking, this one. So during my Moody live tutorial this morning, if you guys are not aware, my main channel was supposed to be a gaming channel. I turned it into a Moody bot tutorial channel because of how I got recognized for it. And then during the tutorial this morning, it broke. This article broke down, was breaking at the time. Now, I want to see one more thing before I confirm anything. Before I say anything about Mario Kart 9. Uh, let me put this on sort by date. Yeah, that is the only one that broke during that tutorial. So we have to see. Okay. I'm going to give you guys a new channel in just a moment. But I'm not going to put any content until later. Let me just make sure that I'm allowed to do live streams here because YouTube likes to play with permissions here. So let's go ahead and check that out. Let me go to my channel here. Yeah, here we go. And then let's see if I can create a live stream just in case. Because once I go live on this channel, here we go. Game starts now. The game begins again now. Oh, good. Yeah, here we go. Enable. Oh, I have to verify a phone number. Hold on one moment. Let me turn off my screen here. This one. Hey there, Clifford. How are you? Give me one moment, Clifford. The reason why my screen is black right now is because I'm working on. No, I'm still here. I have to put in this something here. 894376. All right, we're good to go. So it begins. The new channel is ready. The content is ready. All that's left to do is get ready. So we're not going to schedule a stream yet because it's not. I'm not going to stream it yet on the channel. I actually, you know what? I might have to just because I want to make sure that it works. Because they might give me 24-hour notice. Gloria, Mama Work, how are you, sir? Ma'am, how are you, ma'am? Welcome to the show. So, the news is here. Mario Kart, Pikmin. If you guys like Mario Kart and Pikmin, your week is here. I really think we're about to get a drop. We're about to get a drop. Okay, so give me a few minutes, guys. After this stream, I'm going to give you guys a full analysis about my first videos on that channel. I will give you the link now, though. So let me go ahead and give you that link. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel now so that we can get started with our content. Because once we get going and the news starts to come, there's gonna be a lot more videos within the next 24 hours. There is a chance that we're not even going to be streaming video games this week, just because of the way that E3 week is. When E3 week hits, that's usually when the news comes. Like rumors start to pile up on rumor, and on rumor. So check that out. Okay. Let's actually upload the first video. I have to see which one first, though. I'm not gonna upload it for you live because I'm gonna make sure that the content is correct before I re-upload. I will upload the introduction. Actually, maybe not. I have to redo it. I'm gonna redo my introductions. Yeah, I'm gonna redo the introduction just in case. So that's the new channel, guys. I cannot wait to get started. As far as Nintendo is concerned, this is it. This is back up the bus. No, not back up the bus, but this is win or go home. Not really, but I think it's like play or be played. It's not win or go home. You know who that belongs to right now? The win or go home, Bethesda. I really think it's Bethesda for win or go home, because the way that Bethesda has to be, they have to be very careful, because if Bethesda messes up this time, they're not recovering. In my opinion, Fallout 76 was a debacle that buried them in a way, because of all of Fallout 76 coverage, nothing was positive. Nothing, 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 nothing. Not from Fallout 76. Because if Fallout 76 didn't happen, I think Bethesda would have been a juggernaut. But because Fallout 76 happened, and the way that it was handled, uh-uh. I really think I really think they have to pull off a Starfall. Like, they have to pull off Starfall. If they want to be, and they have to do it right. They have to do it in a way that is going to surprise us. Because if they don't do that, I think they're in trouble. They're not going down. They're not going under. But Fallout 76 got them under. Now they have to revive. It's like a Call of Duty. They have to revive, self-revive. And the way they self-revive is Starfall. The way that the game looks, oh, it looks cool. But they need to show it off. What are we going to see? Are we going to see another Fallout 76? Or are we going to see the rise, once again, of Bethesda? Well, that will be discovered on Sunday. Alright, that's going to do it for this discussion. I will give you guys one more video. And that one will be on the... We'll be talking about it now. I'm going to start like discussing bigger topics. Here we go. So get ready. Get set. The news starts soon. Here we go, guys. So that's going to do it for our discussion for the Nintendo stuff. We'll be back with you guys on a new channel starting in a few minutes. So make sure you guys check it out. The next live stream for us is tonight. We're gonna revisit the. We're gonna do a revisiting. We're gonna revisit the article, and I'm going to just start discussing why I think the Mario Kart 9 is going to happen, and why I think this could be Nintendo's shot to win E3. But I really think it has to come down to their games. That's it. We're here for the games and the news. So what will we see? Will we see the Nintendo that we know? Or will we see the Nintendo that always delays things? Here we go. I'm going to start getting real with you guys. Let's start with the articles. Here we go. The first video up soon. As soon as in a few minutes. Gonna start recording introductions and the first article. I'm gonna redo it because of my voice. Okay? Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. So revisiting the articles is coming up at 5:15. We're gonna be talking about the same two articles, and then we're gonna compare the two, and then we're gonna be talking about discussions, possible discussions. I might have a live discussion for you on the new channel tomorrow. I'm still thinking if I want to do video games this week, just because of the E3 coverage. Okay, so be on the lookout that there are no, assuming that the news starts to come in a fury, um, I really think that we're in for a week of news rather than video games. Okay, so be on the lookout for that possibility that there are no, assuming that what I see so far is true, there's no video game streams this week. We're all talking about E3, and I think it's time. So get ready for a video. That's all I have to say on that right now. See you guys in a few minutes on that new channel.